I'm converting a bus in a RV. It's still a little messy here, but after you make coffee, you save the filters, dry them, remove the grounds, which you can use for composting, and then make a wall like this, and I'll show you how. So first you're gonna make your own glue. You can make your own glue. I suggest that you use a little teaspoon of maizena or cornstarch and mix with water, and you slowly cook this, okay, until it is like a pudding consistency. Mix in low fire, low heat. I don't measure anything, so it's about a teaspoon for, I don't know, a cup or two of water. But depending on how much glue you're gonna make and how big is your wall, you can make more glue. I also like to put a little bit of vinegar so the bugs don't get into it. So you're gonna see this is gonna be clear. And it has a little thickness to it. You can turn it off. Let it sit for a few minutes to cool off, and then you're good to go. I cut some pieces of the filter. It has to be cut by hand, because if you cut with scissors, it's gonna be too precise and the lines are going to show. You want an effect like this, like, you know, all over the place, kind of a leafy sensation. Okay, and we used very cheap plywood. We tried to do the conversion as simple as possible, as cheap as possible. So we got a lot of things from pallets. So it was in one of the pallets. I can see the difference. It's a little more firm than this one that is not ready yet. So you can get a little bit, you know, you can make it a little stronger and get a nice visual to it. After it's done, you can put like white glue outside to make like a waterproof, a nice and it's going to blend better together. You can also paint it. You can use a stain, a clear stain, or whatever it is that you like to look like. Before you use in your permanent furniture, you can do this to anything pretty much. I like to use this in cardboards as well. So before you do in your permanent furniture or whatever project you have, you might want to consider doing it in you know, making a test, see how it is gonna look like, how it's gonna feel like, and if it, you know, if it's gonna be good for whatever project you have. And the idea is recycling is not to use the raw material. So like this, these are the filters, okay, but the idea is recycling. You could use a clear one and then paint over it, but it defeats the purpose. The purpose pretty much is to cause a nice effect and also recycle. Once your glue is cold, you can put a little bit on the plate or whatever it is that you're using, wet it like this, and then you're gonna touch. And then you're gonna repeat. You can also make several layers to make it stronger. I don't think I'm gonna do that in this project, but you can do that too. If it's too dark for you, if you can always wash a little bit the filter to take most of the coffee grounds from it, and then like I did here. But it doesn't look as nice as the rest, I think. Here is also, I washed it. And just keep doing until your wall is filled. You can also do on the tips like this, on the borders, and you know, create a nice finish. And then the other side, when it's dry, you can add more to it to make it even, or just leave it like that. I'm probably gonna do some more here around to make it even and paint inside. Well, if you have any questions, let me know. I hope you like the project. I will show you everything when it's ready and dry.